The Owlman of Mawnan is one of the more unsettling cryptids in British folklore. Described as a monstrous, winged creature, it has terrorized the rural village of Mawnan in Cornwall since its first sighting in the 1970s. This eerie figure is often compared to America's Mothman and continues to inspire fear and fascination among cryptozoologists, paranormal enthusiasts, and locals alike. The Owlman is closely associated with the village of Mawnan, specifically the area surrounding Mawnan Old Church, near the coastal woodlands of Cornwall. The first recorded sighting of the Owlman occurred in April 1976, when two young girls, June and Vicky Melling, reported seeing a large, feathered creature with glowing red eyes hovering near the church. The girls were reportedly so terrified that their family cut short their vacation in Cornwall. Soon after, Tony "Doc" Shields, a well-known paranormal researcher and magician, publicized the sighting, leading to more reports from locals and tourists alike. Shields became the central figure in documenting the Owlman sightings, and his involvement has led some to question the validity of the encounters, though others believe the creature's presence was real and deeply malevolent. The folklore surrounding the Owlman doesn't stretch as far back as many traditional British myths, but some researchers suggest that the creature might be linked to ancient Cornish myths about giant birds or spirits guarding sacred places. Mawnan Church, a centuries-old building, sits near ancient Celtic lands, lending the story a supernatural air. Physically, the Owlman is described as human-sized or larger, standing around 5 feet tall with a wingspan of 10 feet. Its body is covered in gray or brown feathers, and it has talon-like claws. The most striking feature of the Owlman is its large, glowing red eyes and its pointed owl-like ears. Witnesses have also described a horrible screeching sound, which some liken to a human scream mixed with the call of an owl. Its appearance is often associated with doom and feelings of intense fear. After the first 1976 sighting, there were several more reports of encounters with the Owlman in the following months. In July 1976, two young girls, Sally Chapman and Barbara Perry, were camping near the church when they also saw a gigantic birdman with glowing red eyes. They described it as something between an owl and a human, standing tall with large wings and making a terrifying hissing noise. The frequency of sightings diminished in the following decades but didn't disappear entirely. In 1989, a group of teenagers claimed to have seen a large bird-like creature near the same church, describing the same glowing eyes and a terrifying screech. These reports often coincided with strange animal deaths in the area, including mutilated birds and small mammals, which led some to suspect that the Owlman was more than just a legend. Sightings of the Owlman continued sporadically into the 1990s and early 2000s. In 1995, an American tourist named Gavin Kelly reported seeing a giant, owl-like creature near Mawnan Church, again fitting the description of earlier encounters. He described feeling an overwhelming sense of dread as the creature silently hovered above him before vanishing into the trees. More recently, in 2019, a couple claimed to have encountered the Owlman while walking through the woods near Mawnan Church at dusk. They described hearing an unearthly screech and saw a dark, winged figure circling the church tower. While no photographic or video evidence exists from these modern sightings, the stories have kept the legend alive. The most famous sighting remains the 1976 encounter involving June and Vicky Melling, which put the Owlman on the map of cryptid lore. The Melling family's vacation in Cornwall took a dark turn when the girls came face to face with the creature. Their father, in a state of alarm, contacted Tony Shields, who then investigated the area and brought national attention to the event. While no physical evidence was ever found, Shields' documentation of the sightings, including drawings made by the children, became central to the legend. Some have criticized Shields' involvement, as he was known for his work in the paranormal field and had a reputation for staging hoaxes. Despite this, the Melling family's account remains one of the most compelling, as it was the first and involved children who had no reason to fabricate such a bizarre story. Many cryptozoologists and paranormal investigators have explored the Owlman phenomenon over the years. In addition to Tony Shields, Jonathan Downes, the director of the Center for Fortean Zoology, conducted investigations into the Owlman. Downes remained skeptical, suggesting that while the sightings might be sincere, they could be the result of misidentifications of large birds such as eagles or owls, especially given the area's proximity to wildlife reserves. Another theory is that the Owlman sightings could be explained by mass hysteria or the power of suggestion, with the initial report inspiring others to see the creature as well. The symbolism of owls in folklore and myth is also relevant. Owls are often seen as omens of death or carriers of dark powers, which might influence how people interpret sightings of large birds in the area. From a scientific standpoint, most rational explanations suggest that the Owlman is either a misidentified bird of prey, such as an eagle owl, or a fabricated story that gained traction due to the involvement of figures like Tony Shields. Owls, particularly large species, can appear quite menacing in low light, especially if their eyes catch the light, giving them a glowing, eerie appearance. The hissing sound and talon-like claws described by witnesses are also consistent with large owls, which are known to be territorial and can act aggressively when threatened. Psychologists have also pointed to the power of suggestion and the fear of the unknown as factors that may have contributed to the legend. The isolation of the Mawnan church, combined with its ancient Gothic appearance, makes it an ideal setting for supernatural stories to take root. The Owlman of Mawnan remains an enduring figure in British folklore, its existence hovering between the realms of myth and reality. Despite the numerous sightings and detailed accounts, no hard evidence has ever been produced to confirm the creature's existence. Whether a misidentified bird, a local hoax, or something more mysterious, the Owlman continues to inspire fear and intrigue, standing as a testament to the rich, eerie tapestry of British folklore. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share with your family and friends, and please leave a comment down below. You can also suggest ideas for future videos of creatures or myths you would like me to cover. Until we meet again, goodbye.